Welcome to one more edition of Politics Done Right. Today we have a great interview teaser from Caletta Harris. She is the director, producer, and everything in between for No Address Atlanta documentary. Did I say the name right? Welcome to Politics Done Right. Caletta, how are you doing today?
You did say it right. Thank you so much, Egberto. Did I say it right?
You said it perfectly right, my dear.
Okay,
But look,
gracias.
you've been making these documentaries about the unhoused. I had to learn that word. Did I say it right? The unhoused? I
Same thing.
had to,
Unsheltered, unhoused. Yes.
unhoused, unsure. I had to learn that word from you because all along we always wanted to call people homeless and that sort of thing. And you really taught us that we needed to watch the kind of words that we use and people. And going forward, I've constantly tried. Every time I say homeless, I get a big Caletta Harris mark in my head that say I need to make sure and address it appropriately. Anyway, you are going to be in Atlanta
Yes.
because tell us a little bit about this new documentary that you're going to be screening out there.
Yes, I am going to be in Atlanta. The new documentary is part two of the series of No Address. So the first one was Columbia, South Carolina. Now we are getting ready to release No Address Atlanta, and it is going in depth. It is different from the first one. The first one, you got to know the people, the history, break down the stereotypes, be ready for change. Now, this one is going a little deeper into the system of how it all began for Atlanta, and then delving into gentrification, the shelter systems, COVID, and the moratoriums, and as well as solutions, of course, because we're all about solutions. So this is going to be the last part of the series. It was going to be three, but now it's going to be two because I am focused on the solutions. That's
Well,
how we're going to really make change.
I love that you said solutions. I have a listener to Politics Done Right that every time we are complaining or saying anything, the thing that he always says, Egberto, it's great to complain. It's great to talk about all of this, but what are the solutions? So just a quick one, because I want to go into what exactly you're going to be doing on Wednesday of this week. But as far as solutions are concerned, are you going to be making a no address documentary as well, featuring solutions as you see it?
Oh, the solutions are tied into the documentary.
Okay. So the two documentaries that you've made, the solutions, you've tied them into it as opposed to just saying, here is a big problem. How can we solve them? You've already done that.
Absolutely. You can't just leave them hanging with, well, what do we do?
Right. Well,
And the
that's
next
true. That's
step.
true. That is absolutely true. All right. Well, tell us a little bit about what's going to be happening on Friday. I'm sorry, on Wednesday of this. No, 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 no,
Yes,
no, 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 no.
on
On
Friday.
Wednesday, you'll be
I'm
sleeping on Friday back in South Carolina, but you're going to be flying down to Atlanta, I think, on Wednesday for this
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
I'm going tomorrow. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We gotta do the run through all that, get everything situated with the theater. But on Wednesday at 7 p.m. at the Plaza, the historical Plaza Theater in Atlanta, Georgia, we will be screening and premiering the No Address Atlanta, the documentary series part two. So come on out. You can get your tickets at eventbrite.com. Just put in No Address, it'll pop up there. And also, you can go to the website, noaddressdocumentary.com. And you can also purchase tickets at the door, but I highly recommend getting them in advance because tickets are selling fast and it is limited seating because of COVID. So we have to honor that. So I don't want to turn anybody away. So please go ahead and get your tickets in advance. And then we're going to have a powerful, powerful, powerful panel right after a talk back with some of the most prominent people that's on the front lines for the unsheltered to be at the screening. So you are going to be live streaming it, and I'm so excited.
I am excited to be live. First of all, I am honored that you're going to allow me to do that. So what we're going to do is when you get your stream, we're going to piggyback off of your stream and bring it onto our platforms. And not only that, when the YouTube version is complete, well, what am I saying? It's coming from YouTube. We're going to make sure and clean up the edges and put it out there for everybody to see. And after that, Caletta, I hope to have you on for an extensive interview, not only about the Atlanta portion of your documentary, but the South Carolina portion of your documentary, as well as the answers to the questions of the unhoused. So, I mean, there's a lot we're going to have to talk about later on that we'll integrate with and hopefully have our politicians see these things that you've found out and things that they need to do their parts.
Right. So we have some former candidates on the panel as well. So they are definitely boots on the ground, ear to government. So
Well,
let's.
before we close, then, why don't you tell us some of the panelists that you're going to be talking to?
Yes, so we're gonna have Robbie Caban. She's like a veteran on your show. And
Yes.
we're gonna have Felicia Moore, Anita Beatty. Anita Beatty had the biggest shelter in the Southeast called Peachtree Pine. Felicia Moore was the city council president and she ran for mayor. Also, Anthony Pope, he is at Layer. I hope I'm saying it right. 7 is where he's a developer for the shipping container homes. So that's going to be very, very interesting. Then we have Marshall Ransford, biggest activist out there in Atlanta on the streets every single day. Let's see. We have Tamara Johnson Shealy. Yes,
She ran for Senate. Yeah.
she ran for
She's been
Senate.
we've done shows together as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. And she was formerly homeless as well. I'm not sure if you knew that. So,
She told me that, yeah, a few times, and it is wonderful that she could actually be on the panel as a former someone who ran for Senate. In other words, she's been
right.
playing in the big leagues as well.
Absolutely. And then we're going to have Erica Wright with You First, Project You First, and she's doing
Wow.
big things out there in the community. So I'm excited about the panelists. We're going to actually just have the continuation of where the documentary ended and what's going on now.
Well, Caletta Harris, thank you for using Politics Done Right to help us promote and let people know about what you're doing in Atlanta on Wednesday. Thank you so kindly for what you do. Your work is so important, and we just need people like you out there doing what you do. So again, it's my honor to have had you on Politics Done Right.
And it's an honor to be here. And I'll see you all Wednesday, Plaza Theater.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number 1, subscribe to our channel, and number 2, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.